What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to FlixGo. I'm Fan, and today we are going to talk about weird moments of Dune 3 that audiences will absolutely not be prepared for. In Dune Messiah, which will serve as the primary basis for Dune 3, the Bene Gesserit work with other universe-shaping forces to destabilize Paul's rule. Notably, Lady Jessica, Rebecca's first son, chose to bear her husband a son instead of a daughter, thus disrupting the Bene Gesserit breeding program, a painstakingly organized plan meant to bring about the birth of Kwisatz Haderach. Jessica's choice meant that the prophesied being her son Paul came a generation early, since the Bene Gesserit maintained their power through sly manipulation. They have more than a bone to pick with Paul Atreides, along with the space and gold, which was notably absent from Villeneuve's Dune movies, and the mysterious Tleilaxu, the Bene Gesserit's scheme to kill Paul. This leads to some of Dune Messiah's most bizarre moments. The Bene Tleilax. The Bene Tleilax, which is also known as the Tleilaxu, plays a crucial role in Dune Messiah. Isolationist and xenophobic, the Tleilaxu are genetic manipulators. However, unlike the Bene Gesserit, they traffic in biological products, ranging from artificial eyes to twisted clones of the dead. The inner circle of the Order, the Council of Tleilaxu Masters, employ face dancer servants who can mimic any human. Despite being universally distrusted, the Tleilaxu ally themselves with the Bene Gesserit in Dune Messiah because they want to topple Paul's Regan. With grey skin and pointed teeth, the Order is perhaps the most alien of all Dune societies. However, it's the Bene Tleilax manipulations and creations that are the most bizarre aspect of them. Face dancers. As I mentioned earlier, the Bene Tleilax employ servants known as face dancer, bred by the Tleilaxu masters. Face dancers are often used as spies or assassins due to their uncanny ability to mimic any human. As the shifters' faces move, it appears as though their skin is dancing, hence the unsettling moniker. Face dancers' abilities allow the Bene Tleilax to infiltrate any organization or government. However, skilled Bene Gesserit acolytes are able to discern when a face dancer has replaced an individual due to the pheromone changes. Since the two orders join forces against Paul and Dune Messiah, they are nearly an unstoppable team. If a face dancer stays in one role too long, they become delusional and believe they really are the person in question, which makes their role in Dune 3's story even more sinister. Dune Messiah Ghola creations. Dune Messiah introduction of Ghola is another unbelievably wild turn. In the canon of Dune, a Ghola is an artificial human, but unlike the clones of other sci-fi novels, Gholas are specifically replicated from dead subjects. Created in exile tanks, Gholas can be made of almost anyone so long as there is a single cell from the original being at the ready. Again, the Gholas are a product of the Bene Tleilax. In Dune Messiah, one of the Bene Tleilax's main efforts to assert Paul revolves around creating a Ghola of his former mentor, the late Duncan Idaho Jason Momoa. The hope is that the Duncan Ghola will get close enough to Paul to kill him. For example, however, Duncan Idaho's consciousness is able to overcome all else, and he assumes control of his Ghola body. Paul and Connie's children, Leto and Ganima, are born with wild abilities. In Dune Messiah, Connie eventually gives birth to twins, Leto and Ganima, exposed to spice. And the children of Paul, the twins, also inherit the genetic memory of the Bene Gesserit, among other wild abilities. This wouldn't be too bizarre if it weren't for the fact that an infant Leto too saves his father's life. After Paul becomes physically blind, he is seemingly unable to fend off an attack from the face dancer Skitale. Thankfully, Paul sees a vision from the perspective of his son, which allows him to successfully kill Skitale before he himself is assassinated. It's one of the Dune's Messiah more bizarre action sequences, which is really saying something. Of course, the strangeness of Leto 2 and Ganima doesn't end there. The twins are key characters in the sequel. Elia Atreides falls in love with Gola. Elia Atreides was born to be one of Dune's stranger characters. As the books go on, things don't get any more normal for Paul's younger sister. The toddler with reverent mother abilities not only kills Baron Harkonnen in Dune, but becomes regent for Paul's children after he leaves his throne to wander the desert in true Freemium tradition. In Dune Messiah, she falls in love with the Gola of Duncan, Idaho, an artificial human, making her story arc 1 of Dune 3 most unhinged. Paul's son becomes a human sandworm hybrid. Paul's twins also marry each other in Children of Dune. While it remains to be seen if Villeneuve's will borrow from both Dune Messiah and Children of Dune, the director has plenty of bizarre blood points to choose from where the latter is concerned. Dealing with their Baron-possessed aunt, Leto and Ganima have an action-packed time in the third Dune book. Eventually, Leto decides to take this so-called golden path, the optimal road forward for humanity, so that it would not stagnate under its current structure and conditions. To do so, Leto adopts a sand-trapped skin, crafting a future in which he becomes a human sandworm hybrid. The sandworm skin makes him pretty indestructible, allowing the so-called God Emperor to live a long time. To consolidate this power and ensure the future of House Atreides, Leto also marries his sister, though Ganima has children by another sweeter. Even so, it's an incredibly disturbing turn of events. Paul's children marry and one of them becomes part sandworm, which might just make it into Dune 3. And there you have it, folks, the weirdest and most unexpected moments that could be in Dune 3. What do you think? Drop your thoughts and theories in the comments below. We love hearing from you and often dive into your insights for our next videos. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, it helped us more than you know. And if you are not already part of our FlixGo family, smash the subscribe button and turn on notifications to never miss out on our latest video.